afternoon, everyone. Um, yeah, I'm Potego and I'm with Jacob here. We're gonna be showing you how to do like source control with VS Code. So we all know source control is like part of our everyday lives. So we just wanted to give you some things that you can do that with ease and just make your life easier when doing Git. Gonna hand over to Jacob to do the first part of our talk.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Potero. So, as Potero mentioned, that we'll be talking about source control using VS Code. So, VS Code has an awesome integrated Git source control feature, and this feature has most of all the basic Git commands which we use daily, and we'll be showing a demo of some of those features as we continue with our presentation. However, it has some limitations which you can overcome using some of the Git extensions, and Potero will show us one of the awesome extensions which you can use for Git source control on VS Code. So these are the basic commands which you can perform on VS Code. You don't have to open the terminal for these commands. You can create or clone your repository. You can create your branch and switch between multiple branches. You can stage and unstage your changes, and you can undo commits easily without opening the terminal. And you can also push your local branch to the remote with just one tap. So I'll be showing you some of these commands on the VS Code. So when you open your VS Code on the window, it will show you the source control icon. This icon will give you an overview of your changes which you've made on the particular files that you're working on. And at the bottom, it has a status bar where you can check the branch you're currently working on, your icon where you can just push your local branch if you haven't pushed it to the remote yet, and it gives you an overview of the warnings and errors which you have on your project. So let's say you want to create your branch. It will give you the option to create a new branch from the current branch you're working on, or you can choose to create a new branch from other existing branches on your repo. So in this case, we'll create a new branch from one of the branches. And after clicking on create a new branch from an existing branch, it will give you this window where you can just type in your branch name. I'll call it demo1 since I have another branch named demo. And then after entering your branch name, it will give you a list of all the available branches which you can choose from since you chose to create a branch from an existing one. So we'll choose hero editor. So this will create our new branch demo1 from the branch hero editor. And on your new branch, let's say maybe you make changes. I'll just add something like, okay, I'll add a header. So after making your changes on your new branch, you'll see that the Git or the source control icon shows that you made a change on one of the files. So by clicking that, you can just easily stage those changes. And after staging them, you can write your commit message, and you can easily commit using just one tab. You don't have to open the terminal and write those Git commands. And let's say maybe you add something again on the same file, and you want to amend your change to your previous commit. You don't want to make a new commit since you just edited the same file and you didn't add much things, and they're still relevant to what you were doing previously. You can just amend to your previous commit by using the commit all amend functionality, and it will ask you if you like to stage all the changes, and you can just click and proceed. And let's say you are still happy with your commit message, the one you used last time. You don't have to change it, and then by pressing enter, you amend it to your previous commit. So those are some of the cool things you can do with VS Code on the source control feature. And another thing is that, let's say you wanted to pull all your remote branches to your local VS Code repo. You can just use the fetch all remote, which will fetch all the branches which are on the remote repo, and you can see all the branches on by using the branch icon on your status bar. So those are just some of the basic features you can use on the Git source control. And I'll hand over to Potego to demonstrate some of the extensions which you can use to make the basic source control feature more user-friendly.
Hi guys, again. So trying to share my screen. Okay. So I'm gonna show you this cool extension that I found. It's GitLens. You've probably already seen it on Jacob's toolbar, but yeah, let's just start with the. So yeah, so yeah, so so probably like wondering what is GitLens. So GitLens is an open extension that you can get on the marketplace in VS Code, and it's just gonna supercharge your Git capabilities. So Jacob has already mentioned that VS Code has limitations when it comes to dealing with Git. So GitLens is just gonna help you with that. It's just gonna give you all the Git commands um, from like a nice little UI, and that you can like do yeah. So yeah, I've already mentioned that Git solves the limitations in Git VS Code, and yeah, but yeah, it's probably gonna be better if I'm gonna do the demo. Yeah, so let's gonna head over to my VS Code, and yeah. So one of the first things that I would like to show you is that this they call it the Git blame, or yeah, but you can easily see that this file or this particular line, I worked on this 5 days ago, and it shows the commit. Also shows you the commit. So if you just hover this particular line here, but it will show you the commit hash. You can also come here. This comes when you've already like installed GitLens. So if you come here, you can toggle file blame, and it will show you a list of all the commits that were made on this file. So obviously this file has just one commit, and yeah. Then also, if you come here, go to branches. So this will show you all the branches that you have locally. So you can see that I'm checked out on this branch hero detail. But the nice thing about GitLens is that it will show you this nice little indicator here, which like works like traffic lights. So like now it's showing me a yellow icon, which means that I have changes locally and on the remote branch. So you probably don't want to push this branch. So you probably want to like get the changes from the remote branch and update before you like push. So you also have green, which means you're good to go, you can push. And there's red, you probably don't want to push there. And there's blue for uncommitted changes. And then, yeah, that's that. And then another cool thing is that, so sometimes you wanna stash, so you're working on a branch and you wanna switch over to another branch and you just stash out the changes that you had on that branch, and you come back, you don't really remember what you changed or which files you changed. And then with Git, you couldn't really like tell what you changed and what. So GitLens, what it does when you come back, so you can go to the stashes change tab, and it will show you all the stashes that you have. So as you can see, I already have like one stash there. But what I can do is I can compare my the changes in the stash with the current head, and then it will give me the option to see what. So what happened is my GitLens updated. So I'm still familiarizing myself with this new GitLens, but yeah. Um, we're comparing. Oh my God, this. No. Yeah. So yeah. So you can see this file. Now I can see the changes from the stash and the current changes. So you can now decide whether you want to apply this stash or not. But yeah, and then you can easily just say apply stash, and yeah, this new GitLens. Yeah, but yeah, you can then see that these are the changes from your stash, and you can decide whether you want to apply them. And then yeah, that's that. Then another cool thing is that you can, so we all know you can like go to the command palette on VS Code to see. So once you've installed GitLens, if you go to the command palette, so you can see GitLens command palette. So I mean the Git command palette. So this will give you all the. So now you see you have all the commands that you can do on Git that you couldn't do with some of this. You couldn't do with the built-in Git, and this is just really nice to do, and it comes with a nice UI. So yeah, you can like, but you can also do this with GitLens. But a nice thing that I'd like to demo is the cherry pick. So so probably say I wanted to cherry pick. So I have this branch that I just created for the demo. So you can imagine when if you wanted to do this with from the command line, and you probably just wanna choose this. you probably would have to go to the file log, get the commit hashes and all of that. So with GitLens, you can easily just come here and say cherry pick, and you will have, and then it gives you a list of all the commits on that branch you want to cherry pick from, and I can easily just select the commit that I want, and this will apply that those changes from that branch to my current working branch. Now I have um, the changes from from that commit, and you can easily do that, and you didn't have to check your file log, copy the git hashes and all of that. And we also have the file history, which is also still like works like the git plane. So another thing, you can also customize your git GitLens. So as you can see, I don't have a GitLens icon here because I already customized the layout to integrate with my Git Git source control. So all the capabilities that come with Git, I can still do them here, but I have the GitLens also capabilities integrated with my building kit. But this is a really nice feature, and you can probably check it out. But that's probably all I had for demo. But